Hi, yes, I'm Mrs. Tomlinson here. I'm going to continue on with what Miss Clayton has been teaching about with acids and alkalis. We're going to look at some plants that can be used as indicator solutions. Now, you might drink tea and add a bit of lemon to it, and you might wonder why that changes colour, because tea itself as a plant is also an indicator. It's not a great one, it doesn't have kind of spectacular colour changes. We're going to look at one that does have spectacular colour changes, and that will be red cabbage. You know that a pH is a substance that changes colour in the presence of an acid or an alkali, and the one we use most commonly in school is universal indicator, and that has a range of different colours that you can look at, which Miss Clayton will have shown you. So we're going to have a look today, and when I talk about looking, we're just observing. We're not actually getting numerical data, it's just observation, so it's qualitative data, but we're able to get an idea of the pH that substances are or chemicals are. So I'm going to take you off to my kitchen now, and we're going to have a little look at how to make our very own universal indicator. So year 7, here we have a red cabbage. They're pretty cheap. You can pick them up any old shop. Just get them with your shopping 80p or something. I've chopped them up and I put them into this beaker, and then I magically boiled up the cabbage to get some lovely cabbage water. You can see that that's quite concentrated. So I'm going to briefly show you the joys of indicators, and this will hopefully tell us how acidic or alkali our normal kind of household substances are. So this is just plain old cabbage water, it's boiled. If you want to do this at home, you must have the assistance of a sensible adult and use only things that aren't going to be particularly dangerous at all. So I've got some chemicals here. I have got some oven cleaner, I've got some floor cleaner, I've got some vinegar, I've got some lime, and I've got some tap water. So we're going to have a look by using these cabbage water to see whether these are acid or alkaline. Now notice this is a glass beaker, and when we're talking about it, we also talk about the size. So it's a 500 ml or 500 centimetre cubes. I've got a pipette, these are test tubes, and this is a test tube rack. At home, you can use anything, plastic cups, spoons, whatever you've got to hand to have a look at this. So the first thing I'm going to do is for each of these, I'll probably use a clean pipette because we don't want any contamination. So look at that, we've got a beautiful blue colour there. And we'll talk about what that means in a minute. I'm just going to use the same pipette. So into our floor cleaner, we've got another beautiful colour change. Next, into our vinegar. Again, beautiful colour change. Then into our lime. You can start to see a pattern here about the different things. And next, we're going to have a look at the colour change of our water. Oh, there we go. We might put a little bit more in. So your blues are your alkalis here, your reds here are your acids. This here is actually showing up as slightly alkali, but with red cabbage, it should really be neutral, which is purple. In our universal indicator, it would be green, but for red cabbage, it should be purple for neutral. Here are your acids, they're anything less than 7, and in this case they're red. Here are your alkalis, anything above 7, and here they are blue, and they'll also be yellow using red cabbage indicator. So you can see that red cabbage is really good at telling us the different pHs visually. So using qualitative data through observation, we can get an idea of the types of products and chemicals in our home that have different pHs. So our cleaning products here, they seem to be alkali, and these other products, so this vinegar, which is also known as acetic acid, and the lime is actually acidic. So these are to do with the ions, they're to do with the H+ ions for your acid, your OH- ions for your alkalis. But Miss Clayton is going to talk to you more about that. So have a bit of fun with this if you can, but always be safe and be careful and do your risk assessments. What are your hazards? What are your risks? And what are the precautions that you're going to take to be safe? Thank you.